Hey everyone, welcome back to Cuddy's Bookshelf. So I am going to be talking through the books that I'm going to wrap for my cart this year. I will probably have to wrap some more mid-year or whenever, but I think I've done 30 books to wrap. I don't think I'm going to unwrap any this month, which is January, because we are so far through the month and I had to work so far into the month that I don't really have time to pick 5 and read them. I am still reading the Poppy War trilogy, so hopefully I would have at least read those this month. And there is 1 or 2 that I can pick off the shelf for this month that I could read, but you will see all of that in a January reading wrap up. So I'm just going to talk through the books that I have actually picked. I have got my paper and everything on the go, like ready to go. So let's drag all these forward. I just went on a mission on my shelves and picked out all of the books that I either really want to get to or been on my shelf for a while, but I don't want to unhaul because I am currently going through a big unhaul of my library and getting all of the books where if I've got so many books in the same sort of genre and there's ones that I want more to read more than the others, I'm unhauling them because they're going to be on there for years and I've got to get round to the other ones as well as enjoy my favourite reads. I really do want to do some rereads this year. So I want to start reading more for myself than having to read the newest thing, which I don't tend to do anyway, not gonna lie. But I do want to reread some of my favourites this year. It's a goal of mine. And just to enjoy my books. It's like my goal is to read less this year and just enjoy the ones that I do read. So I just want to declutter. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to be buying all sorts of books throughout the year. I'm not on a buying ban or anything like that because that will never work. I was thinking about it and then I think it was New Year's the 3rd. I think that was my first day at 4th. Was my first full day off work and there was some Kindle books that had gone down to 99p, so I brought a couple. So my book buying ban didn't last very long, so that don't work for me. Anyway, let's get into the books. So I'm going to start off with the middle grades that I'm going to add. And Greenwild, The City Beyond the Sea is going to be my first one because I really enjoyed the first one to this, which was the Greenwild, The World Behind the Door, something like that. But I really, really loved it. It was about like botanists and all like working with plants and stuff, and that was just right up my street. And I loved the characters and I can't wait to join them again. And I'm intrigued to see how the sea comes into it. And this cover is beautiful. And the same with this one. This one's Skander and the Skeleton Curse. I have read a few of these. I have wrapped a few of these as well. And it seems to be the best way for me to continue the series. So this is the newest one. And I'm excited to get back with Skander and his crew. So then there is some Jinjitsu. So we have the Black Paradox and also the Liminal Zone that I really want to get to. So there is 2 manga in there, horror manga. And then speaking of horror, I've got Hell House, which obviously is a horror around the house. Then we've got Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This one was a gift from Angela, so thank you very much, Angela. As you can see, I plan to get to it this year and I'm really excited about it because the Riley Sagers that I've read so far, I've really, really enjoyed. So that is another one. And then a thriller author that if you've watched any of my videos and I'm talking about thrillers, you know MJ Aldridge is just top tier for me. And this is A Gift for Dying. It's one of his standalones that I have not read yet. I'm really looking forward to this because it's MJ Aldridge and I just want to get to it. I know that I've got a couple more of his that I want to get to, that he's like co-wrote with people, and the newest D.I. Helen Grace book, which I really want to get to. So there is those that I can just pick off, but this one I thought I would wrap, and then I can get excited when I unwrap it and have another one of his. Then there's Lucinda Berry. I have a love-hate thing with, not hate, love-dislike thing with Lucinda Berry's books, because I find them really easy to read, really quick reads, really addictive, but then I seem to get let down at the end. I think my favourite one was Saving Noah, but that was because it brought out so many mixed emotions in me, and it stayed with me for such a long time after I finished reading it, that I'm still holding out that another book of Lucinda Berry's will do the same to me. So now we have The Best of Friends. So we'll see. My mum brought me this, so thank you, Mother Bean. I appreciate you always, obviously. Love you. And then one that has been on my shelf for a little while, and this author I've seen this author everywhere, and it's Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. Yeah, it's on my shelf. It's one that I do want to read, so I want to wrap it because I don't want to unhaul it. That's how harsh I'm doing my unhaul. So at least if I read it this year, I can decide whether it's for me or not. And yeah, that one's getting wrapped. Then we have The Woman in the White Kimono. Had this for a while. Again, I really want to get to it, so it's getting wrapped. There is a book that I got brought for me by KJ, and it's House of Hollow with Crystal Sutherland. I have read a Crystal Sutherland book before and quite enjoyed it, so I am looking forward to this. It looks, the cover's like real, like creepy. So I am looking forward to being creeped out by that one. Then we have a Frida McFadden, and I've picked The Perfect Son. I have a few Frida McFaddens that I need to get to. And again, I thought, you know, I want to leave some out that I can just pick up as and when. But I thought I would wrap this one. This one's one of her newest ones. So yeah, I got The Perfect Son to wrap. And then the newest gift that I got from KJ, which was The Sword of Kagan. And I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book. And I am that excited to read it that I'm going to wrap it because I want to read it this year. And I'm just really, really, really excited for that one. So again, thank you, KJ. Then there is a classic I want to read, and it's Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I read this years ago, so I am due a reread and really want to read it. I want to read some more classics this year, but I want to wrap this one because this is the one that I really, really want to get to. Then you would have seen in my wrap up for November and December, I did read a book from Stacey Halls, and then my friend was all kinds of excited for me to get to The Familiars, so it's getting wrapped so I can get to it this year. Really excited for that because The Foundlings really took me by surprise. I loved it, so looking forward to that. The next one is a book box book, and it is After the Forest. This one is by Kel Woods. This is like a fairy tale retelling, and I am just living for it. And since I unwrapped it, I've been wanting to read it, so I will read it this year. Then I have some translated fictions that I have been telling you that I've been buying, but I haven't been getting around to reading them. So I thought if I wrap them, then I not be overwhelmed with my TBR and not get round to reading them. So we have The Marigold Mind Laundry. Then we have We'll Prescribe You a Cat. We have The Kamigawa Food Detectives. We have The Blanket Cats. And last but not least, we have the Yinamdong's Smiling Laundromat. All of these sound really, really incredible, like philosophical type, make you think about life and the little things and community and like wishes and friendship and everything. All I did do a vlog, I think it was in the spooky season. I did add quite a lot of these into that vlog and did like read the synopsis out. So if you want to know more, like pop over to whatever vlog that was in. Do apologise. I'll try and find it. Then another book that I've had for quite a while, and it's one that I want to read and not unhaul, is She Who Became the Sun, because I do have He Who Drowned the World, is it? The second one? But I have the first one that I'm going to wrap, and then I can always read the second one in the duology. if I'm really enjoying it in the month, I'm going to put that next to that because that's going to topple over. A recent purchase that I thought sounded really cozy is The Teller of Small Fortunes. So I wanted to add this one in. I'm sorry I'm not telling you much about the books at all because obviously I am about to read them, so I don't want to read the backs or whatever. So yeah, sorry for the brief glances, but at least you can see what I'm going to read this year. Then we have The Spell Shop, another one that just screams coziness to me, and I just want to live there. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, that just looks amazing, doesn't it? So yeah, this one, another cozy one. I also got Lucy Jane Wood's Rewitched. I think this obviously is a witchy read. I think there's some sort of romance in there. I'm not too sure. I did know when I purchased it, but I've had it on my shelf for a little bit now, and yeah, it's just one that screams cozy and it's a witchy read, so you can't go wrong. Then we have a contemporary romance by Beth O'Leary. It's The Wake Up Call. I think it's the only Beth O'Leary that I haven't read, so I really wanted to get to this, so added. Then we have a Olivia Blake book, which is Masters of Death. I have read Alone with You in the Ether and really enjoyed that. Such a great take on a romance book and nothing I've ever read before, and it made me quite emotional. I just loved it. And this one is Masters of Death, and I'm really excited to get to another one of her books. Then we have The Honey Witch, which again, it just looks cozy and yeah, beautiful cover. I love it. Can't wait to get to that one. And then the last one is Law of the Wilds, and this was a cover buy for me because look how beautiful that is. I really love that, and I just think it's going to be a bit of me. So yeah, another like cozy fantasy, and that's all of the books that I'm going to wrap. Again, sorry that I was really vague and just literally showing you the books and the reasons why they are on the wrapping list, because yeah, I don't want no spoilers, and sometimes the back is not always your friend because I have been spoiled before from the back. But yes, I'm going to wrap those, so I will film me getting my wrapping on. I have already, to save time, wrote out numbers on cards. They're all randomised anyway, but I'm going to put them in the glass as usual, and then I'll be ready to set up the cart. So let's get to wrapping first.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
So apparently I only picked 29 books. I thought there was 30. So I'm going to wrap Click Cute because it was in a Afterlight box. So it is a subscription box book. A football, soccer, I'm not sure, soccer, romance. So yeah, I'm going to quickly wrap that up and add it. so that is the 2025 reading cart all done. Like I say, I don't think I'm going to do any in January, so this will start in February. I am giving myself the month off of a TBR. I've already explained all this, but yeah. So this is the TBR cart already. Thank goodness. It's been one of those jobs where I'm like, I need to do it, I need to do it. I did want to do it at the beginning of the year and start it at the beginning of the year, but like I say, work's been hectic, so yeah. I hope that you've enjoyed this little video of me wrapping my TBR cart. I know that you get frustrated when I post this and don't unwrap any, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this and put it up as close to my February TBR video as possible, so then you don't have to wait long before I unwrap the first 5. And yeah, these are the books. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! So I will start off with the... why can't I think of the words? Then there is some... Am I really low down? There we go. Lifted you up a bit. Then we have... Ooh! Falling. Then we have a book box book. And it's after the forest. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Has this gone down again? Oh, never mind. Ignore the height thing. My stand's playing up. We have wow. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did what? I don't know what's happened to my hair as this video's gone along. It's freshly washed. So, like, my bubbles are just sliding because of my conditioner. But, yeah, I've got more and more dishevelled as this video has gone along. But, it's done. It's done. I don't know how I counted 30 and then ended up with 29. I was obviously really tired that day. I'm looking so tired. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And this is wonky. It's been wonky the whole time. I do apologise. Bugger me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. What do you want me to do? We're all a bit wonky at this time. Oh my god, I'm really wonky. Oh, look. So that outro was probably really, really wonky and my head was cut off. But at least you know what I'm going to be reading this year. Well, some of what I'm going to be reading this year. I think that's all I'm going to film tonight, because I filmed 2 videos and I've realised that in person you can't really see it, but on camera I feel like it's very... This here, where is it? It's like a stain. But the thing is, I've filmed 2 videos tonight. I filmed my favourite books of 2024 and then I filmed this one. And apparently I've spilt something on me that's not come out of the wash, because I've literally took this from the clean washing pile and put it on today. So I've dropped something on me that's stained, that don't really show up in person, but I feel like you can see that on camera. So in the 2 videos, if I look like a scruff, I do apologise, I didn't realise my jumper's stained. It's a good job I've got 2 of these. I have 2 of these exact same tracksuits. So you will see me in this grey tracksuit. You will see me in this grey... Oh my goodness. I need to get to bed. You will have seen me in this grey tracksuit a lot, but it's not the same one. I say that to Daniel all the time, because when I'm off work, I generally wear just joggers and a jumper, because these jumpers are quite thin. And I've got a black set. Well, I've got 2 black sets. I've got 2 grey sets, and then I've got a mint greeny colour as well. And I always say to him, you know, sometimes I bet they think, God, she never gets changed. But it's because I've got the same ones. I do get changed. But then I wear one, wash the other, and then it's just a rotation of tracksuits, and they all look the same. So it doesn't look like I get changed, not like you care anyway, but I do get changed, and I haven't spelt anything down me today, but there is a likelihood that I did do it before, not realise it stained, but I'm still going to wear it. Toodaloo.